Little Red Riding Hood. A graded reader, level A1. Introduction. Little Red Riding Hood is a young girl. She lives in a small village near a big forest. She is very kind and happy. She has a special red cloak with a hood. Her grandmother made the cloak for her. The girl loves the cloak very much. She wears it every day. Because of this, everyone calls her Little Red Riding Hood. She lives with her mother in a nice cottage. The village is quiet and the people are friendly. Every morning, Little Red Riding Hood helps her mother. They are very happy together. Chapter 1: A Special Mission. One sunny morning, the mother calls the girl. Little Red Riding Hood, come here, she says. The mother is in the kitchen. There is a sweet smell of cake and bread. Your grandmother is not well, the mother says. She is old and she is tired in her bed. The mother has a wicker basket on the table. She puts a fresh cake and a bottle of juice inside. Please, take this basket to your grandmother, she says. Her house is on the other side of the forest. Little Red Riding Hood nods her head. She wants to help her grandmother. Be careful, her mother says. Walk only on the path. Do not talk to strangers in the woods. Little Red Riding Hood puts on her red cloak. She takes the heavy basket. I promise, mother, she says. She walks out of the door and starts her journey. Chapter 2: The Deep Forest. The forest is very big and very old. The trees are tall and their leaves are green. The sun shines through the branches. Little Red Riding Hood walks slowly. The path is long and narrow. She sees many beautiful flowers. There are blue flowers, white flowers, and yellow flowers. She hears the birds singing in the sky. The forest is very quiet and peaceful today. She thinks about her grandmother. Grandmother loves flowers, she says to herself. She stops for a minute to look at a butterfly. The butterfly is orange and black. It flies near the tall grass. The girl remembers her mother's words. Stay on the path, she says quietly. She continues her walk. She is not afraid of the big trees. She feels happy in the nature. Chapter 3: A Shadow in the Trees. But Little Red Riding Hood is not alone. A wolf is behind a big oak tree. He is a very big wolf with grey fur. He has large ears and a long tail. The wolf is very hungry. He sees the little girl in the red cloak. He sees the basket in her hand. What is in that basket, the wolf thinks. He wants to eat the cake. He wants to eat the girl, too. But he is a clever wolf. He does not jump out at her. He walks slowly to the path. He wants to talk to the girl. He puts on a friendly face. He stops in front of Little Red Riding Hood. The girl stops walking. She is surprised to see a wolf. But the wolf looks kind and polite. He smiles at her. Chapter 4: The Wolf's Question. Good morning, little girl, the wolf says. His voice is deep but soft. Little Red Riding Hood remembers her mother's advice. But the wolf is very polite. Good morning, Mr. Wolf, she answers. Where are you going on this fine day? The wolf asks. I am going to my grandmother's house, she says. She is not well and I have a gift for her. The wolf looks at the basket. What do you have in your basket? He asks. I have a fresh cake and some juice, the girl says. The wolf's eyes are big and bright. And where does your grandmother live? He asks. Little Red Riding Hood points to the end of the forest. She lives in a small house under the 3 big oak trees, she explains. It is not far from here. The wolf thinks for a moment. He has a bad plan. Look at those beautiful flowers over there, the wolf says. Why don't you pick some for your grandmother? Little Red Riding Hood looks at the flowers. They are very pretty. That is a good idea, she says. Chapter 5: The Wolf's Race. The wolf runs very fast. He is a very fast animal. He leaves the girl in the flowery meadow. Little Red Riding Hood is busy. She picks many flowers for her grandmother. She picks red flowers and yellow flowers. But the wolf has a bad plan. He knows the forest very well. He takes a short path to the house. The house is small and white. It is under the 3 big oak trees. The wolf reaches the house first. He is very hungry now. His stomach makes a loud noise. He looks at the wooden door. He knocks on the door with his big paw. Knock, knock, knock. He waits for an answer. Chapter 6, The Poor Grandmother. Who is there? The grandmother asks. Her voice is very weak and thin. It is me, Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf says. He makes his voice high like a little girl. I have a cake and juice for you, grandmother. The grandmother is happy to hear this. Open the door and come in, my dear, she says. The door is not locked. The wolf opens the door quickly. He jumps into the small room. The grandmother is very afraid. The wolf is very big and he looks scary. The wolf runs to the bed. But the grandmother is fast. She jumps out of the bed. She hides inside the big wooden cupboard. The wolf is very angry. He cannot find the grandmother in the room. But then he hears the girl outside. He has a new plan. He puts on the grandmother's white nightcap. He gets into the warm bed. He covers his body with a big blanket. He waits for the girl. Chapter 7, Little Red Riding Hood arrives. Little Red Riding Hood arrives at the house. She is tired but happy. She has a big bunch of flowers in her hand. The basket is heavy on her arm. She is happy to see her grandmother. The door of the house is open. She is a little surprised by this. Grandmother, she calls out. There is no answer from the house. She walks into the small, dark room. The curtains are closed today. The room is very quiet. She goes to the side of the bed. She sees someone in the bed. It is her grandmother, she thinks. But her grandmother looks very strange. She has a big nightcap on her head. The blanket covers her face and her nose. Good morning, grandmother, the girl says. I have a gift for you. How are you today? Chapter 8, The Questions. The wolf stays very still in the bed. He does not move his body. Come closer, my dear, the wolf says in a low voice. Little Red Riding Hood walks to the bed. She looks at the grandmother's face. The grandmother looks different. Oh, grandmother, the girl says. What big ears you have. All the better to hear you with, my child, the wolf says. The girl is a little afraid. But grandmother, she says. What big eyes you have. All the better to see you with, my child, the wolf says. The girl looks at the long arms in the bed. But grandmother, she says. What big hands you have. All the better to hug you with, my child, the wolf says. The girl is very close to the bed now. But grandmother, the girl says. What big teeth you have. All the better to eat you with, the wolf shouts. The wolf jumps out of the bed. Chapter 9, The Woodcutter. The girl screams very loud. Help! Help, she cries. She runs around the wooden table. The wolf follows her. He is very fast and very close. Near the house, there is a woodcutter. He is a strong man with a big axe. He is busy with the trees. He hears the girl's loud scream. He runs to the small white house. He opens the door. He sees the big wolf and the little girl. Stop, you bad wolf, the woodcutter shouts. The woodcutter is very brave and strong. The wolf looks at the woodcutter. He is afraid of the big axe. The wolf tries to jump out of the window. But the woodcutter is very fast. He catches the wolf by the tail. The wolf is scared and he runs away. He runs into the deep, dark forest. He never comes back to the village. Chapter 10, A Happy Reunion. Little Red Riding Hood is safe now. She is very, very happy. But where is my grandmother? She asks. She looks around the empty room. Then they hear a small noise. The noise is from the big cupboard. I am here. I am here, the grandmother says. The woodcutter opens the cupboard door. The grandmother comes out. She is safe and sound. The girl hugs her grandmother. I am so happy you are okay, she says. They all sit at the wooden table. The grandmother feels much better now. They eat the delicious cake from the basket. They drink the fresh juice. The woodcutter stays with them for a while. He is a hero in the village. They talk and laugh in the little house. The sun is warm outside. Conclusion. Later, the woodcutter walks with the girl. He takes her back to her mother's house. The sun is setting in the sky. The forest is quiet and peaceful again. The mother is at the door of the cottage. She is very happy to see her daughter. Little Red Riding Hood tells her the whole story. She tells her about the wolf and the woodcutter. I am sorry, mother, she says. I have a big lesson today. I must listen to your words. I must stay on the path in the forest. I must not talk to strangers. The mother smiles and hugs her. Little Red Riding Hood is a wise girl now. She is safe and she is happy. Everyone in the village is happy. The big wolf is gone. The end.